Revolver Shoot Out. Welcome to Weapons Education. A lot of you have been waiting a long time for this video. I'm going to enjoy doing it. Let's just take our time, sit back, relax, and talk about revolvers. The beginning, Scandium Colt. You know, men were created, but Scandium Colt made them equal. That's one of the ways of saying it. Scandium Colt made them equal. Just think if there was no revolver way back when. The whole path of life would be changed of the whole world. Thank you, Scandium Colt. I did a video on Scandium Colt called a tribute. But let's just talk about revolvers right now. I'll show you the 6, coincidentally, 6-shooter. The 6 that I own, one of them's a 5-shooter. And you tell me what you think is your favorite. Alright? We got a Super Redhawk Alaskan Ruger. Yes, I love Rugers. We'll talk about it in detail. Broad stroke on each one. Taurus Judge. Why do I own this? Why did I purchase it? What is the function for me? We'll talk about that. That's my carry system here for my 44 Magnum, and yes, at the end of this video, I will tell you of all the 6 revolvers we're looking at, which is my favorite. I'm going to show you which is my favorite. I'll tell you. Okay, so we have a 44 Magnum, 629 V-Comp compensator. We'll talk about this one. You've seen this one before. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. This is my carry system. Okay. Ready to go. Ready to go. 10 spare rounds, 5 in the chamber. Let's sit down and talk about some revolvers. Let's just have some fun, relax. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Now, which one should we start with? Let's start with the Ruger. Please, Weiss here, say hello.
Hello.
Thank you again. We're going to look at the Ruger. Get a nice good close up on it. Yes?
Yes, we're good.
Alright, here we go. 454 Casull. I got to tell you, with the short snub-nosed barrel on this, you're looking at one super power punch. A very tight revolver. Retails, I'm going to give you some retail prices on these revolvers. $1,049. And it has a nice front sight, all these safety check guns. What's one thing about revolvers is you can easily safety check them, right? Just look in there, it's empty. And you don't want to spin it and close it at the same time. You want to just softly close it. Take care of your guns. But the front sight is a ram front, but it's not red. So that's up to you. Is it a negative or positive? Because I'll show you some Smiths that have the red front sight. Just trying to give you some ideas on revolvers. Just talking out loud. Satin stainless, beautiful, beautiful. It's a nice stouty gun, whole grip. It's got a triple locking cylinder, and it's locked into the frame at the front, the rear, and the bottom for positive alignment and dependability operation shot after shot. Now I only have about, honestly, 100 rounds through this 454. I've never shot a 45 Colt out of it. I bought it for the high power. And I tell you, it's a beast to shoot. It's got massive recoil. Massive, massive, massive. But bad guy gets in front of me and I have this. Pretty fun gun to have. Pretty good to save your life. The extended frame is something else they boast about because it has metal in the top strap sidewalls and the barrel mounting areas is to handle the powerful rounds. So it's really stouty as far as all the steel is concerned. So what do you think of the Ruger? Zoom in real close here, please. It's just a beautiful firearm. I think I said it retails at $1,049. Serrated hammer. It's just everything you would want in a pistol. Ruger is really well known for their revolvers also, as well as the 22s and things like that. That's what put them on the map. Let's talk about another revolver and want your opinion. Let's just jump to something else here. Let's jump to the 500 Magnum. Okay? Take a look at me, please. I'm just going to talk out loud on this gun. Okay. Well, and can you look over here? This barrel kit, I got to hand it to Smith. They did a great job on marketing, because I'm a marketer in my real life. It's just wonderful. This is not in production anymore. I'm really happy I purchased it. The little snub nose, 2 point something inches, it's just not all that much fun to shoot. When I used to shoot it a lot, 5 rounds at the end of a range day was a lot. Now it's 1 to 2 rounds, because this will hurt your hand. This little short snub nose barrel 500 Magnum. So the practicality of it is kind of, you can't get back on target, it hurts, but it's worth more than what I paid for it, I know that. And this is the little box it comes with. I actually did read portions of this bear kit, this book, and it comes with a heating blanket and some silly little stuff like a compass and things like that. It even comes with a chain if you had to cut a limb off or some tree. But it's pretty trick. Some flint to start a fire. This gun, there's one thing about a revolver, those clicks, you just don't get that with any other type of gun. So, big, giant, massive X-frame on the 500 Magnum. What do you think? Would this be your revolver of choice? I'll tell you, it's more of a novelty item, but it is fun to have in your collection. Let's see what else we got. So we got the Ruger, we got the 500 Magnum. Let's talk about the 44 Mag. Okay, let's zoom in close on this, please. Now this is very special. This 44, the 629, is called the V-Comp. And the comp stands for compensator. You see that real close here? Some of them have a removable compensator. This one does not. I kind of prefer that because there's no vibrating parts ever. This is a pricey gun, extremely tight. Everything that comes out of the Performance Center is top notch. You know what it's all about. Performance Center guns originate from standard designs or are created from the ground up. And this one's created from the ground up. From hand cutting and fitting to the fine tuning for precision. These firearms are top performers. And you can count on it. When you buy something from the Performance Center, it's tried, tested, perfect. What I like about this one in particular, like if we look at the Ruger, you see the sights on the Ruger here? Nice and close, which is fine. Now let's compare the sights. See the sights. And then let's look at the sights on this Smith & Wesson 629 with with the compensator on the front from the Performance Center. It's got the U-notch in it. Look real close here, please. Real close, right there. That is really trick. With the red front sight, just ramped up there, just gorgeous. This gun, when I purchased it, and I saw the price at a retail price of $1,509, take a look at me, please. $1,509. I paid a couple of bucks less, but I said, come on, there's another $629 over there for a lot less money. He goes, all right, do this, the salesman. And he was right. And this, I'm just grabbing another revolver. He goes, go like this. This is a Taurus Judge, which is fine, but nothing like a Performance Center. Go like this, go like this. Go like this. Now pick up this Performance Center 44 Magnum. Sounds like a clock, like a watch, like a fine watch. Oh, I get it. This is what I want. And when you pull the trigger, when it's like this, oh my God, you got double action. And when you're in single action, feather, recoil is nil. This is almost like shooting a 38. This is like shooting a 38. This 44 Magnum from the Performance Center, this 629 V-Comp, extremely special. I love to carry it on my waist. Let me know what you think of that one. Let's talk about this. Please zoom in on the Taurus Judge. I did a detailed review on this gun, and it's got a lot of good positive reviews. But what I will say is now the Smith & Wesson has the Governor out. I do not own the Governor, so I cannot compare the two. But I do like this gun. Let's talk about it. It's a long gun, first of all. Now, what I do like is it does have a rail, but your finger, look at, I'm a big guy. Let's look at my face here so I can explain this. I'm a big guy, and normally I keep a light and laser on the front of this, but right now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you the holster, which is this. Okay? This is, if I walk around the property, outside, I'm on almost 3 acres here. This is exactly what I carry, and I would only kill a coral snake or a rattlesnake. I love animals, and I love snakes, but coral snakes just happen to be the most deadly snake in North America, and we're infested with them in Palm Beach County, Florida. If you look, you Google it, that's the #1 place for coral snakes in the world. It's strange. And we've had, what, 2 now? Yes?
Yes, 2.
Yeah, blasted with this. So I hate to kill an animal, but one bite from a coral snake, and they say they nibble. You Google that also. A lot of deaths from coral snakes. Then one little drop of that venom gets into your skin, it'll take an elephant down in a couple of hours, let alone a human being. So, I purchased this Taurus Judge for 2 reasons. Mainly, to take out only venomous snakes, because I love all snakes. But venomous snakes, if it's going to harm my children, my life, I don't want someone to die, you have to take them out. We have rattlesnakes, coral snakes, and water moccasins. Those are the 3 main problems we have here in South Florida, particularly coral snakes where I live. Alright, so this Taurus Judge has been just absolutely perfect. It is not tight, nothing like a Performance Center, just nothing, not even close. You're not paying the price of a Performance Center, Smith & Wesson. So the Governor at the Smith & Wesson might be something for you to look at. I do not own one, I do not know, but I am happy with this Taurus Judge. It's a long package, so if you have a light laser on the front, which I normally do, I can't even reach it, so it's like I have to use 2 hands to do it. But it does its job. It shoots a shotgun shell out of a revolver. Very cool. As we know, the governor also shoots the .45 ACP. This shoots 2 rounds, the .45 Colt and the .410. The governor shoots all 3, including the .45 ACP. But if you're buying this gun, you're buying it for this. Let's be realistic. And if you look at the power of these rounds, please zoom in on this. What is that, 1,300 feet per second? This .410 gauge. This will do some damage. This is good for females also, for home protection. You're not going to miss your target with this, you know, it's pretty difficult to. And it's comes in double op buck also, it's triple op buck, triple op buck. Now don't forget, if you're going to get a Taurus Judge, I made a mistake and I got the 2.5 inch cylinder. It comes with the 3 inch also, so get the 3 inch. So I already have some 3 inch rounds here, cartridges, shotgun shells, knowing I'm going to buy the governor. Okay, that's how much I like this type of round and this type of revolver. Now, did I talk about the 686 yet? No, I didn't. Let's talk about this one. The very first gun I ever purchased. Boy, oh boy. 1984 was it? Something like that. Just think about the first gun you ever purchased. And for the first 10 years, I had this and the Colt Delta Elite 10 millimeter. That's it. I couldn't afford anything else. This gun has literally 10,000 plus rounds through it. It's never been to a gunsmith. It's never been to a repair shop. It's never had any maintenance done to it at all, except for me cleaning it. That's what's so nice about revolvers, is they're so easy to clean and maintenance. And there's nothing wrong with only having 6 rounds. I carry these Bianchi, they're called speed strips. So you have 6 in your revolver, 6 in your pocket, you got 12 rounds ready to go. You can also get those speed loaders, I have a bunch of those also. But let's get back on the 686. This is one nice chunk of steel. And I gotta tell you, of all the firearms I've purchased in my life, I've never had a problem with this, ever. This, of all the enjoyment I've gotten out of firearms, this one's probably given me the most. So don't downplay revolvers. These are a lot of fun. Double action, single action, doesn't matter. The fun at the range, you can shoot 38s out of these, as you know. But let's look at a really special .357 Magnum, okay? So you know the history behind this one now, the hoe grips, recoil, no problem. This is a good range gun, okay? Now this is not a good range gun. I'm gonna ask my wife, like I do off camera a lot, how often do I carry this? Every day? Yes.
That one, the little one, sure.
Every day. I love this one. I want to get into detail on this one. Let's take a good zoom in on it. Okay, this is the Smith & Wesson. This is a performance center, military and police. This is special. This is a pricey gun, $1,129, 13 ounces. When I first purchased this gun, I was thinking, it's impossible for a .357 Magnum to be only 13.3 ounces. We'll just call it 30. Just think of it, it's less than a pound. If you can carry a cell phone, you can carry this gun. This is like part of your body. This is the easiest gun to conceal. Point, shoot, bang, no issues, no slide, no magazines, no nothing. You're good to go. Not even a hammer. Internal hammer. So this is not a range gun. This is for close, up to the face, save your life. That's what this is. The rear sights, please zoom in here. Look at that. The U-notched. It has the beautiful night sights up front. You know what this frame is made of? This frame is made of scandium. It's a precious metal. And let's talk about this gun because its nickname is Precious. To me, that's its name, Precious. I love this 357 Magnum J-Frame. The exact model is a 340 C as in cat, T as in Tom. Scandium right now costs $122,000 per pound. To give you a comparison, gold costs $27,000 per pound. Here we are mid-October, approximately. Boy, oh boy, one little dot of scandium into aluminum or alloy turns it into like a steroid super duper powerful gun. I mean, this thing is amazing. Take a look at me now, because this gun I want to elaborate on. Which one is your favorite? Let's see, this is the last one. It's got a crimson lace and trace built in right here. Zoom in right here, please. See that dot? You're gonna point that dot. Military and police, light as a feather, 357 mag. This is not something you want to practice with. You want to shoot it, 8, 10, 12, 15 times. That's it. And then for the rest of your life, hope you never need it. You just keep it in a little pocket holster, something like this. Nice little holster. This slides right in your pocket, and you're good to go. And this does not print, and this is a 357 mag, and this is only to save your life. Light as a feather. Let's finish up our revolver video, and which is the favorite, which is the winner? Okay, is it the 500 Magnum? And well, this is not too practical. A lot of fun. I shoot 2 rounds out of this at the end of each day at the range to get my thrills and get my blood going and have fun. Is it the 454 Ruger? No, even though as awesome as this gun is, as beautiful as it is, as well built as it is, this thing's a tank. It can't be my favorite because it's not so practical, but it's fun. Get 2-3 rounds off at the end of the day. Very pricey. Both of these 2 guns I just spoke about, these ammo. I mean, $60 for 20 rounds, something like that. Very pricey. So it's not something you're going to shoot all the time. So what is the favorite? Is it the original 686, my very first gun, back in the early 80s? Now this has to be up there, but I don't like the long barrel, the 6-inch barrel on this. It's just, I can't carry it. So it's cool, it's great for the range. Bringing 38s to the range, for a range gun, this is probably way up there. But for carrying systems, is it the Judge? Well, the Judge is really designed for me, for my spouse, to protect her life, not to miss the target, shoot triple out buck, all different types of 410 shot shells, or to kill rabid raccoons, coral snakes, and that's about it. But it's good for that because you won't miss. So no, this is not my favorite, but it's a good gun. Is it this or this? Is it the Smith 629 with the compensator from the Performance Center, the V-Comp, or is it the little small 340 J-Frame Scandium? Very pricey. These are pricey guns. Oh, this is a tough decision, but I'm going to give the winner to the 44 Magnum. Smith & Wesson's known for their 44s. Let me know what you think. Give me your input. I love revolvers. Alright, check it out. I have a lot of cool stuff coming up. As a matter of fact, in about 4 days, you'll have one of the best life advice videos I've ever put together. I've been speaking about this. It's a lot of work that's gone into it. There's hard drives being flown back and forth all across the country. And we're switching ideas and we're merging stuff together. It's a long video, but I really appreciate everybody. I really want input as to, what would you like, The 500 Magnum, there's a 454 right there. I was going to show you some ammo. Here's the 44 mags. You can see the size difference. We got to talk about ammo some more, don't we? Give me your input. What do you want to talk about? We got everything here to talk about. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next day or two.